reds of the mornings, blacks of the nights, yearnings of the past, and freshness of present, all caught up in an amalgamation of 5 elements, under the spell of Maya, engulfing me, floundering me, enchanting me into her world of magic, a world of dreams, and like an enchantress, holding my hand, seducing me, walking me through this inexplicable experience, influencing me to open my thoughts to greater heights, stringing me into watching the flight of limitless dreams, into the discipline of happening, making my path, my destination. I am Seema Kohli. Hello, everybody. Hello, Chennai. I stand before you to tell you about myself, about my work. I will not tell you what I paint or how I paint. You will see that for yourself. But I will share my world with you. It is a private world. And I am seeking no approval because my world is your world. I am no Eve, woman, South Asian, Indian, middle class, mother, daughter, anglicized, spiritual, an artist, feminine, feminist. Labels all, and I reject labels. Why should I confine to labels? Why should I conform to labels? I stand here before you, representing myself as sum of many parts, but not a part of any sum. A painter, yes. A painter of women's concerns, yes. I do not want to sit only on a platform with those who burn bras. I want to sit on a platform with astronauts, engineers, fashion designers, musicians, statesmen, and actors. I'm not concerned with their gender. I'm an artist who knows women's secrets. My ancestors, they came from greater undivided Punjab, in northern India, a land at the crossroads of civilization, watered by 5 rivers, lush, green, and rich with the loomy essence of history and culture. On my grandfather's lap, I listened to stories of great warriors sometimes, of greater lovers often, of greatest of men and women, of saints, of faiths, of gods and kings and heroes all the time. These people of the past, these mythological and historical men, were part of our present. My grandparents, they delved deep inside, experimenting on themselves whenever they needed assurance. They were the realized or the liberated souls. Like one of my grandaunts would even lock up her idols of God in a tin of butter when she felt the need to scold them. Such was the intimacy in which I grew up. I grew up listening to their hymns with a soothing cadence, and I grew up to be spiritual, not religious. I believed in faith. I marveled at nature, kainat. And I studied various philosophies, but what I sought lay outside the realms of the academic world. I began to paint furiously, fast and often. I even did a 3-year diploma course of applied arts, but my painting was largely self-taught. It was my way of expressing myself. I painted on myself, my clothes, my walls, and my family indulged me. I showed my paintings to anyone who cared, and my friends, they encouraged me. I painted Rabia, Shams Tabriz, Bulle Shah, Shiva, Kali, Christ and Krishna with gopis. I painted till I was in a trance. I made my own mythology. I began to tell stories, my own stories. These stories that my grandfather filled my childhood with. Faith shaped my life. I sought solace in it. I wanted to be close to my faith, closer than anyone else. I wanted to be free from all cycles, young that I was. Wait, said my father, this is not the time. I was 16 then, sometime between 18 and 19. I was ordained into the order by my guru. I thought I was invincible. Was it merely an act of rebellion? An infatuation with faith? My father thought so. He convinced my guru to let me go, to first experience, as the Hindu way of life ordained it, my household, my grihasti. I was angry, upset, and depressed. I wanted to be in charge of my life. I wanted to escape, to seek refuge in faith among the ordained, become realized, become a sannyasin. Maybe my guru saw something larger ahead. Maybe my father saw his rebellious child flowering in other ways. I married my childhood friend who let me be, reassured me I could continue on my path, experimentation with faith. He was my companion, my friend. Merely days, months later, I knew marriage was not for me. It made me conform. I became subservient. I did things I was uncomfortable with. I felt cheated and hurt. I vented my hurt in my paintings. My studio was my dining table with colors like fireflies in the midnight silence. They flowed like lava. Under the sheet of sparkling stars, in the silence of night, I saw myself pondering over thoughts that had the intensity of form, pouring easily as paintings. They were the woven threads of joy, ecstasy, and pain. Every feeling, every smell, every visual being an integral part of my subconscious. My mind being the canvas of my introspection. My thoughts always random, static, but with a continuation, a contradiction. Each and every person being a part of my experience. And I try to see myself in them. I had children, my love and joy. I lived like any other suburban wife, reinventing myself in a secret world of colors and paints, of the stories of my subconscious that come pouring out of my brush. I can count 21 years. Those who saw me through kept telling me to paint. In 1998, I held my first solo show. By 2002, I had my next solo show, and I felt healed. This was my journey to my path, my spiritual path, my faith. I felt I had been tested by fire. Struggles had cleansed me. The anger was gone, replaced by calm. There was no bitterness, no animosity. I knew completeness. The life had come a full circle. I didn't know that I was not a part of the accepted system or routine, but outside the order of the things. I wanted to do things my way. I wanted to make and follow my own path. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I was told I must be like water in the stream that goes with the flow. I wanted to be the stone in the stream that breaks the flow. I wanted to draw fish without fins. I wanted to draw trees with roots where the roots were as strong as branches and as important as branches. I wanted to draw small birds with large wings. You're wrong, I was told again and again. Why did I, who draw fish without fins and trees with roots like branches, have to prove myself to anyone? Why couldn't I just be me? There was no place I can call my base. I had to struggle to observe the flow and not cause ripples, but I refused to go with the flow. While my marriage crumbled, I was watching, learning, experimenting, experiencing. But I taught myself, I focused, I cried, but smiled till my face pained. But I dreamt, and I dreamt, and I dreamt, and I dreamt. I made castles in the air. I painted my dreams. To dream was to desire. I learned then that had I gone to an art school, I might have arrived faster in the market, so-called, but I would have dreamt less, and I would have desired much lesser. There were times when I almost gave up, but then I would pick up a brush, draw a fish without fins, and my heart would smile again. That is when I knew that the strife, the struggle, the path is the destination. It is the journey that is important. Arriving can wait. Do I paint gods? Yes and no. But I paint nature, universe, life. Gods as mortals, mortals who are heroic. I'm taken in some measure by all faiths, the Hindu, the Sikhs, the Christians, the Buddhists, and the Sufis. I'm at the center of my universe. I look at things from women's perspectives. Why? Because I am a woman, but women are not at the center of my paintings. My universe is complete only when all energies balance, yin and yang, positive and negative, man and woman, the Ardhanareshwar, not some hybrid creature, but man and woman, united as symbols, who complete the cycle, the circle of life, conditioned by roles perhaps, the man, the keeper of the skies, the king of the universe, a symbol of strength, the woman, the domestic goddess, the nurturer, the queen of the world, the symbol of all that is good and gentle. But the woman, terrible in her wrath, destroyer of world, just like Shiva, the Tandav dancer, a tender lover. Not one without the other. A complete circle of harmony, aligned with nature. Nature itself, now benign, now harsh, now terrible. Nature, nurturer, these are my stories, from ashes to womb to dust. Once upon a time, long, long while ago, there was a womb, a golden womb, Hiranyagarbha. From the Hiranyagarbha emerged the suns, the moons, the planets, the stars, and a conscious universe was born. The golden womb, from it emerged the 5 elements: air, water, fire, earth, and ether. A universe that was neither male nor female, but as it took a form, it led to the birth of Maya, or illusion, that which we believe, that which we make tangible, but that which is not. Prakriti then, nature, nurturing, hence feminine. Creation, procreation, a feminine percept, a constant state of evolution, of birth, rebirth, creation, destruction and creation again. I celebrate that aspect of creation, of nurturing, of faith, of belief. The golden womb with its umbilical cord, the lotus stem, its creation in muddied waters, resulting in the flowering of the universe, and also a state of enlightenment, a chain that carries on, regardless of worlds that come and go, men and women who come and pass by, a world that I observe, then paint. I am a woman, indestructible. Who am I, or for that matter, who are you? Women have shared a collective history of myth-making from time immemorial in the stitch of their garments and the weave of their textiles can be found an inspiration and experience and charted courses of women histories so different from male narratives. Stories shared over sip teas, of community breads, of secrets and tires, of pleasures and pains, of being a woman. As a painter, I've inherited a tradition which had a very little precedence. But as an artist, a woman painter in India was very rare. And then in 70s, women painters who broke the mold, who broke free to express themselves. I guess I was among the lucky few who joined in when the big swell began. Not alone, not isolated, but still a woman painter. I had to prove myself that I was a painter first and foremost. How I laughed at them when I put myself in the center of my own paintings, right there, unmissable, a woman holding a universe. But a woman can never cheat. I put the woman in the center of the universe. I put the man in the center of the universe. It was this completion of the cosmos that had fascinated me. Why should one be without the other? The folk, the tribal, nature and environment, and even perhaps the tantric. For is not procreation the seed for all cosmic energy? Was I being self-indulgent? No. I believed in the balancing of the universe where the myth or reality coincides to define the world we inhabit. My woman is not a creature of voluptuousness. A fantasy for male gaze, she's composite, complete, a whole. She's also a sum, a part, incomplete, great, but not greater than the universe. She's a creature of myths, metaphors, and autobiographies. Part me, part other woman, part real, part mythical, part mortal, part immortal, part temporal, part celestial. My tree of life, it contained masculine and feminine, two flip sides of the same coin, not one without the other. Molten lava and cooling waters, hard earth and sheltering skies, seasons of change and bountiful nature, rising from the deepest of the earth, cursing with the sap of life, flowering to the touch of tenderness, from ancient times, ancient lands, and ancient tales. Through time, captive in its branches, a universe in itself, a world. As is nature, so are men and women. I eye this world. I pay it a homage. I paint its story. I am the tree. I hold the universe in the spread of my arms. I manifest in paint, color, paper, canvas, paintings, stone, metal, shape, glass, form, sculptures, ideas, essence, questions, materiality, conceptual arts, dance, image, expression, thoughts, film. I'm all these. I'm these. I'm a woman. You're a man. I'm fiction. I hope you're a fact. Thank you. Thank you, Chennai. Thank you. So let's go.